Yorana, and welcome to FM Tahiti. In this episode, we're going to play our first ever Inter-Island Cup match with the Turtangegi Wings. We have won it in the past with the Humpbacks, and we need to make some history now with the Wings. We've still got a few players away, so Lamb's got groin strain from that last match. Ben Thomas is still out for a few weeks because he sprained ankle ligaments. Maggie is suspended, and then Taylor and Bauman are on international duty for the under-19 teams. So we've not quite got a full squad, but we have just signed Wallace. Michael Wallace, who was part of WAG, Wallace and Gerrard, and has had a bit of a, not quite full-on journeyman career, but Humpbacks, to Tupai, to Lagunas, and then to us, scoring a handful here and there, but we've got faith in him. So we've gone for him up front with Tamangara, Manuel Monier, Spearling and Minan in the middle as before. Terao is our backup centre-back, who we've had to place as left-back, because all our potential, we've got basically 3 or 4 players who could squeeze into there comfortably, and they're all injured, suspended or out. And we've still got Stroud and Kemp in the middle. This is what I'm worried about. I'm not confident about this. And depending on how these 2 matches go, we've still got a little bit of time left. I might bring in some other defenders. I've got a couple on my radar who I think I could bring in, if I don't mind revisiting the same well I've been to before. Let's see how we do on a grass pitch. 4-4-2 against 4-4-2, some slight variation there. Terra here in the championship with us, I believe. This is bad. I can't see any pitch markings. I don't know what it's like in the final video, but yeah, I can't even see the ball. It's not normally this bad. If it carries on like this, not so much it will be like this for this match, but if this happens again, I might just have to change the sort of graphic settings. It's difficult to follow, isn't it? There's Wallace, almost scores, as far as I can tell. Is there anything I can do with these settings? Spearling's injured. Amazing. Let's bring on Kerr, who's just come back from a light injury. Let's see how we do. And they scored. Again, the keeper looked like he might have been in the right place for that. I know it's only like 1.5 games in. Really starting to think maybe this was that's poor keeping. I'll have to bite the bullet and spend a little bit more and get in a keeper who doesn't flap. I want to give him a chance at the same time. I don't want to just ruin the rest of the good recruitment. Terrible keeper. Come on, Monier. That's not going anywhere. O'Leary. He's the one I think I needed to sign. Okay, they're pushing forwards. Offside. Small mercy there. Probably because he can't see where anything is. And they've only actually had 1 shot on target, which was their free kick. That's what it was like in the Hisha match. So Wallace is away. He scores. Wallace has done it for us as well. The fans love him already. I don't care what the fans love. I love the fact I've been able to bring back together the B team. The Humpbacks. Good ball through. Wallace is there. Wallace and Tamangara. That'd just be what? I don't know if that's got the same ring to it. Waligara, maybe? Yeah. Sounds like a rash. Come on, get it forwards. Wallace is smacked against the post. So Wallace could have had another couple by now. He's put it just wide, he's put it against the post. think we are suffering a little bit from just being tired. Do you have anyone bringing in particular who can... We can move Wallace back a bit, and then bring on Chabert for Manuel. Because Wallace can play attacking fielder left as well, apparently. Oh, Chabert's through. Picked up that loose ball. And they've got it back. Very difficult to tell where that ball had gone then. I can just about see the ball. Close. So again, for FM20, I think good tackle. One of the things I think I'll do for FM20 is get rid of sand pitches. Clay pitches, perfectly fine. They look okay. You can see the ball on them no matter what. Sand pitches, not so much. I could bring on Dupuis for Tamangara in a little bit, just because... Say a little bit I'm doing now, just because I don't want Tamangara to get injured. Minan. Dupuis. Not bad off the subs bench. I was trying to get rid of Dupuis. The only reason we still got him is he's got this automatic contract extension because we didn't get relegated. But he scored, so good business by me. People lining up though, so Chabert could have had that one too. We have played alright. It's just we're shaky at the back. Is Chadwick? Is that John or Chadwick? Yep, getting on a bit. I remember when I used to be relentlessly trying to sign him. Don't think I need him anymore. We are getting to the point where some of the kind of first generation of players, the ones who were kind of already with the club, so that were generated when the game started up, are starting to retire. So like Lambert last year. Chadwick's getting on now. Oh, Dupuis. He could have passed. He'd have passed it. Chabert would have scored that, I reckon. Provided he could see the ball. Kerr swings it in. Can't. All I know is the ball didn't go in the back of the net. I don't know how far away it was or wasn't. So yeah, apologies for the horrible pitch. Gosh, that's awful. I just realised there was a solution to this. I could have just gone to 2D. Good passing move. That's a really good move. Back and forth. Finding space. Reasonable amount of movement at the end. Dupuis didn't need anyone. A 3-1, that's much better than the last match. Just us easing into it, getting the team a little bit more confident, a little bit fitter. So yeah, this O'Leary is the one we tried to sign. Might try him again. We've put a few past him. He's got a reasonable amount of experience. Kempf getting to the ball first for once. There we go. Beat Terahi. First ever win in the Inter-Island Cup. Which is not bad. 3-1. I think it's a fair score there. Well done, lads. So our next game is going to be against... the Fatahuka Corallers in a couple of days' time, so we'll come back for that in just a second. And we're back for the second match against the Corallers. I think in the league table, let's have a look, see what's going on. We've only played the one match, and we're down here. A couple of teams have got 2 games on us, some of them have just got 1. So we could potentially be up here if we win our kind of games in hand. So we'll see how we do against the Corallers. Any more team players we can actually get in there? Get in there. So Maggie can come in because they can actually play on the left. That's less of a horrific stretch for them. Team's gradually getting a bit fitter. Got a bench-ish that we can work with. See how this goes. Interesting. 4-2-3-1 wide to compete with. Luckily they're playing on grass, our eyes aren't going to be assaulted by the colour issues. Kempf and Stroud. Once these other players are back, we'll have a lot more in the way of flexibility and options. We've just been unlucky with suspensions and injuries and call-ups to begin with. I have put in a bid for Nicholas O'Leary, the goalkeeper from Tahiti in the last match, and now he seems to be less cocky. I wonder if it helped putting those goals past him, or the fact that maybe our team's rated more highly now by the game. So instead of wanting something like £400-500 and to be made the vice captain, he now wants about £200. Wants to be the backup. Hasn't mentioned anything about being captain. Good long ball. Wallace is through. Oh, against the post. Spearling getting it in. Yeah, gives it a go. So yeah, hopefully with O'Leary coming along, willing to be backup, it should give me options without making the squad difficult to juggle. And Wall gets it in. Wallace. Oh, Monier. It's good work by Wallace. He's, they say he can never go back, but Wallace is showing us why he was part of that WAG pairing for that season. He did have a bit of a fall from grace for us, really, but I think that's partly just because Yanin came in. And he's good, but he's not Yanin good. I like watching it again. I don't think I need to watch it for the offside thing, especially when it's as kind of dodgy as that, but... Spearling, there we go, his first goal. It's all coming together now. Spearling, like I think I've said before, he was that first pick of the golden generation, of our very first golden generation at the Humpbacks. We've not had any golden generations here at the Tuamotun Wings because they've not got any youth recruitment. I keep asking them, and sometimes they say they can't afford it, and sometimes they say they don't think we need it. When I ask, and we definitely can't afford it. Well, the good news from the last match was our gate receipts broke the record. So against Tahiti, managed to bring in £2,500. Not quite the big money we need to bring in a youth system, but it'll all add up eventually. Ooh, Maggie running forwards. Wallace. Oh, driving forwards. He was going to lash that in as well. You could tell that that was goal bound if they hadn't stopped that. Good tackle by Kempf. Yes, maybe that very first match of the season against Marquesas Islands was just as not being on, come on, seriously. Well, maybe the game's back on, and I was going to say maybe just that first match where we lost 5-2 against the Eruptors was just because we weren't at the races yet, and the Eruptors are a good side in the championship. I mean, they're currently top, so they're definitely in form. Maybe it was just that, but who knows? Do you kind of feel like the keeper could have held on to that? Still room for improvement, guys. I like the championship. There's a lot of variety in the teams. There's less just Tahitian teams in there as well. So there's Tahiti, Tupai, Mayau, and Maupti from Tahiti, and then the rest is spread between the Bass Islands, Austral Islands. We're the only Gambier side, or the highest placed Gambier side now. Spearling going for another. It's time for some subs. Let's bring on Kerr up front though this time. Chabert as well, I guess. Ease Wallace and Tamangaro in. This feels risky. Oh, Manuel. Block eventually. Kerr controlling and keeping the ball well. Manuel driving through. So that run reminded me a little bit of you've seen one of the very first videos of this series, but my manager name on this is, oh go on, one of you. Unnecessary for Manuel. Yeah, my manager name on this is Rodrigo de la Vega, and I use that manager name ever since, I have used it ever since 2005, because I had a player in FM 2005 called Rodrigo de la Vega, and he was like a flying winger forward, a bit kind of like Ryan Giggs style. He'd just run up the wing and then either get to the byline and cross it in and someone would score, or he'd come in on the inside and then he'd score. And and he just used to score goal after goal after goal. He's the keeper. Keeper's the weak link, isn't he? How did he not? We've seen enough free kicks that he's conceded now, or long distance ones, and dropped catches as well, like the first one, for us to be confident that maybe he needs taking outside and shooting. I mean, that was a terrible pass as well. Some good tackles in there though. Go on, Kerr. Oh, Kerr. Yeah, Manuel's run reminded me of that Rodrigo de la Vega kind of thing, just driving forward. Wallace seems to be doing it as well a bit. Good ball. Lucky. No rush, take it. We could win this. We were winning this. Dupuy for Minan, just to rest some legs for a couple of minutes. I don't think it makes much difference really. Oh, Kempf. That was not a good ball. Good tackles there. Go long. If you have to, you have to. Okay, 2-2. We threw it away. Specifically, our keeper threw that one away. I'm just going to say it's unlucky. Particular reaction to that one. So we'll probably end the episode here. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I think we might need to try and solve the keeper issue. We've got 2 days till the transfer window ends. We'll try and see if we can get someone else in. We've got that bid in for Nicholas O'Leary. The rest of the team I'm quite happy with. I think they're starting to play together reasonably well. They're getting fitter, they're getting sharper. Players have come back, so we've got a bit more flexibility. So I'm pretty happy with the squad. And even though we've lost 1 and drawn 1, and conceded 7, scored 4 our first 2 games. I'm still reasonably confident. I think if we pick up form over the next couple of games, we'll be okay. So it doesn't cost us too much in the long run, but I think we should be okay. I'm pleased we've got Wallace. I'm pleased we've got Tamangara. Kerr as well looks quite good. Spearling's doing well. I'm happy with the squad. Looking forward to the rest of the season, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks.